still here at Colston Avenue in the aftermath of Carshalton Athletic 2, Dagenham and Redbridge 1, which means we're in the hat for the first round proper draw on Monday. And I've been joined by one of the masterminds. We had the other one on, Keith. He didn't take all the credit. He said you need some. But then, so could you give some back to Keith?
No, all the boys deserve the full credit. I mean, every single person played their part. We had a game plan and it was perfectly executed today. I can't fault one person in that squad today. Yeah, every single done us proud. They done the club proud. We asked them to do themselves proud and do their family proud, and that's exactly what they did today.
Keith, you must be ecstatic.
Perfect game plan coming together, and I don't want to be patronising or disrespectful in the right way, but a privilege to be in a technical area opposite Peter Taylor, that I've kind of a coach I looked up to, former England manager obviously, and yeah, you can see how disappointed he was with his own team's performance. So the fact that almost everything we worked on Thursday in our one and only training session that we get came together, and the lads were so focused and worked so hard, you know, from Kleton right through to the number 9. I think you couldn't fault anybody's attitude and approach to the game today. It was superb.
Joined by the Daggers manager, Peter Taylor. Peter, thank you very much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Where do you feel it went wrong out on the pitch there today? Carshalton set up with a flat back 5, which might have been a surprise, maybe.
No, I think their tactics were very good. I think they were very hard to break down. We couldn't break them down first half. Then all of a sudden, of course, they get the goal. And we've then got to go and get an equaliser, but thankfully in the end we got that. It was only the last 20 minutes I thought we were unprofessional. I think the game probably should have finished 1-1, but I want to give Carshalton a lot of credit. I think that they carried on, they kept going. I thought they was going to get tired with the amount of ball that we had early doors, but they carried on, and they scored a really, really good goal. And in the end they deserved to win it on the strength of their last 15 minutes.
Alan, you've been to every one of these FA Cup games so far. Obviously, you're going to say yes, but has this been the best one of them all?
Yes. Unbelievable, everybody. It's just so exciting to see the team play as they do, and they're under the influence, and this is why I've come to just give a massive shout out to the management team, Peter Adeniyi, player manager, and Keith Boanas, watching the way that they work with the team and the strategies that they come up with on Thursday nights at training. It's a nice way to spend an hour to come down and watch the team playing. It's just amazing.
Callum, just tell the viewers again where you've travelled from today.
Once again, coming down from Lincoln, doing the couple 100-mile trip. Wow.
Thank goodness we won. Well, come on, give us your take on the afternoon.
Well, absolute season. I mean, first half, you know, you expected us to go for the 0-0, try and see it out. Then we got the goal. Mental. Then they scored, and I thought, here we go. We're gonna slip. They're gonna just wind it on and on and on. And then 5 minutes odd to go. Just amazing.
We're in the FA Cup first round proper. Ricky, I'll come to you first. Obviously, we'll talk about the goal in a bit, but this is the first time that you've advanced this far in the competition as well. What does it mean?
It just feels good, obviously, to get this far. Like last season, we didn't do too well in the FA Cup. This season, we're going on a nice little run, and it's just hard work. That's what the key is, and we've done that today, and we're grateful for it.
Speaking to some of your fans before the game, they said that scoring goals recently has been a problem. So it was quite a highlight actually to see you boys drag themselves back into it, and through Reece, wasn't it, the substitute?
Yeah, but you know, we're not in that situation where we're never going to score. We just haven't scored as many goals as we've created. We've created some good chances, but the final ball has not been good enough, and that's exactly what happened today. There was too many times where we crossed the ball and we hit the defender, and if you want to score a goal, you can't do that.
Just how difficult is it to play against a team like Carshalton who put 10 men behind the ball for effectively 90 minutes, really?
Well, it's different, but then you've then got to handle it, and it's up to us to make sure that we get our big centre forward in the right areas, because you know, if you haven't got the big centre forward, that means you've got to play through them, and then when they've got a lot of bodies in front of you, that's not easy. So we weren't good enough to do it, and fair play to Carshalton.
So a couple of the fans were calling Peter and Keith tactical geniuses. Would you agree with that?
Yes, totally. Yeah, of course. The game plan was to obviously sit in and kind of like soak up the pressure. And when they've obviously crossed the halfway line, we pressed them, and we done that well today, I think, as a team. And yeah, we obviously got the result we wanted.
I said to you just off the pitch earlier that it was like the game plan against Barnet, wasn't it, to sit back and frustrate, but this time we didn't concede before half-time.
Yeah, and that made the big difference. And I think we spoke about the Barnet game, said it is the same, but this time we stay a little bit more focused, a little bit calmer. And again, no disrespect to anybody else, I think Kleton has a calming effect on the players in front of him. They do know that if they do slip up, that he's going to deal with the situation, and he did when he was called upon.
I actually had a feeling there was going to be a really not comfortable day, but I felt comfortable. So I was really, really motivated to actually hopefully get a goal and then just sit back and just get the result, and we go too. So
you say comfortable, but Paris goes and gets himself booked in like the 3rd minute.
yeah, that was not part of the plan. But well, we had to deal with that, so it happens.
Did you have a favourite goal out of the 2 that we scored today?
Well, it's got to be Ricky's, isn't it? It's got to be. Yeah, that's going to be the one that's going to be on the highlight reel for the season. I'm sure of that.
Whenever we got the ball, like me or Christy or even Omar, we just had to like basically counter them and just get at them as quick as we can. And when I picked up the ball, I've had nothing in my head but to drive at the defender, and then thankfully, obviously, I've beat him, and then I've just tucked it away.
I mean, you didn't even really beat him. He gave you enough room to get it on your left peg, and to be fair, left peg, that's a rarity.
Can I talk about that, please? I said to him, he's had many moments to shoot with his left this year. Well, 11 games I've been here, and he had pulled into his right all the time. And today, he just went for it. As soon as I saw him do it, I was like, this might be it, And it was.
I was sitting right behind it, so I saw the trajectory of the ball, and I could see the post, and I was like, it's going that side of it. It's amazing.
No, it was a nice feeling. It's nice to go through to the next round, and just push on now.
It's unbelievable strategies that are being employed here. This man is a class act. We are so lucky to have him. And then I was going to say that Dagenham weren't at the races. They certainly were. And there were moments when I just thought, oh, God, we're hanging on. But suddenly the class and the strategy came to the fore, Jim. And then we just went bish, bash, bosh.
Fans, just keep doing what you guys are doing. We love everything you're doing. You are literally the 12th men. And again, today you proved your worth. And, you give us and we're giving back. So let's keep working together. Go Robins.
Go Robins. Nice one. Cheers, buddy.